welcome Toastmaster Claudio.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster of the day, fellow members. This is going to be a very short speech. This is only 2 to 3 minutes about my experience with blogging. The first question that comes to my mind when I think about blogging is, why do you even want to keep a blog? Today you have so many social media channels. You have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have all kinds of places that you can get your message out. And we all have something interesting to say that we want to share with other people. So why would you choose to do it in a blog and not just Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest and all the other channels that you have? I give you 3 reasons. The first one, and to me this is the most important reason, is the control that you have with a blog. When you write a blog, you control every aspect of your blog. You control the design, the colors, you control the layout, the style of your fonts. You can control everything. You can even control Google, something you cannot do on Facebook or Twitter. For example, a while ago I wrote an article about presenting to an international audience. And I said to myself, so I want to own the keywords presenting abroad. So today, if I go to Google and I type in presenting abroad, you see here the first hit is my own one. Okay? So if you click through to the article, you are immediately at my thoughts, right? Now I beat, with this article, I beat companies like Fortune magazine that have a similar article, but because I know how to influence Google a little bit, I can exercise the control with a blog like nowhere else. I cannot do the same thing with Facebook. I cannot do the same thing with Twitter. So that is the first big reason why I prefer a blog in addition to the social media channels, right? So you don't want to say it's either or, but it is in addition to it, and the blog will build the foundation that gives you the control. It gives you, as I just demonstrated, the discoverability. It lets other people find you, and it is also has a lot of longevity, which means your content is going to be around for a much longer time. If you post something, even if you have a Facebook group or a Facebook page, if you post something on Facebook, your friends will see this once it goes through, and that's pretty much it. Try to find something that you wrote on Facebook on the 12th of April 2013. You will be scrolling a lot until you get to that specific content. But if you have your own blog, you can control many more aspects, and you can make them last much longer. In fact, as long as we are around. So my recommendation to you is, if you have a message that you want to share, and who doesn't, start your own blog. It's very easy nowadays. There are many different tools. It's as easy as using Microsoft Word or to use Facebook in the online world. But I believe the rewards that you get from blogging are way higher than what you get on social media. Thank you very much. And
do you use
yes.
SEO, search engine optimization, to get your blog on the?
Yes. Now SEO is something that people talk about a lot, but what exactly is SEO?
trying to get that
Right.
at first.
So to me, SEO, some people think it's a tool that helps you or anything like that. But no, it's knowledge. It's your own knowledge, right? On how do you create an article. For example, some of you may have seen the article that I just wrote about my experience with Toastmasters for the last year. And it is too early to measure the results that I get with Google. But my goal is clearly that if somebody goes to Google and types in review of Toastmasters, they will find that article on the first page. That is my goal. So I use a lot of tricks, right? Because if you understand how Google works, Google has about 200 different factors to rank pages to decide which page goes on the first. Because if you type in presenting abroad, there are 40 million results. How could I do it so that I'm on the top of all the results, of 40 million? I'm a small little guy with a little bit of knowledge on how Google works. And there are many aspects of it. Number one is you need to repeat your keywords, right? So if you're shooting for presenting abroad, if you read that article, you will find that term many times in that article, but I do it in a way that is not too obtrusive, right? Or if you read my article about Toastmasters, you will see in the article there are 7 times that I used review of Toastmasters, right? So at the beginning, in a title, maybe at the end again, where you say, you know, if you enjoyed this review of Toastmasters, and people when they read it, they don't realize that I'm doing this, right? So this is one aspect out of 200. There are many other ones. What is the title? What is the URL? And today, Google even measures your grammar. Yes. So if there are 2 articles that are written about the same subject, and one has good grammar and the other one has bad grammar, guess which one Google prefers? Google's algorithm today is more and more about, or uses more and more artificial intelligence, right? So in the past, you could do things that were dirty tricks. You could, for example, write some text in your blog with a white font on a white background. Your readers cannot see that. But for Google, this is just text, right? So they pick it up. Things like that are thankfully not possible anymore, right? They are not possible anymore because today there is so much artificial intelligence behind it, and Google basically ranks content that they believe is relevant to the people that search. Because Google's job, in fact, is to give you what you're looking for very quickly, right? Very quickly. And so relevance has become much more important than any kind of trick that you can apply. But yes, I do use SEO.
This is the best SEO. I attended a lot of the course arranged by the lecturer, but I think this is more effective.
More effective.
Very effective.
Yeah, thank you. And not many of these lecturers, because I've sat through some of these courses as well, and not many of these lecturers actually rank number 1 in any given keyword. Right? They know the theory behind it, but often, and I have to admit, this is also a little bit of luck. Right? This is a little bit of luck. Like, I cannot guarantee that my Toastmaster article will be in the top page, but I have a hunch I will be in the first page after a little while. And this, quite frankly, you can help me a little bit with that by going to the article, read the article, and then
Review.
make a comment.
Comment
There
or
is
review.
because Google also looks at comments, and they say, if there is an article that has a lot of comments and a lot of activity, well, this must be an interesting article. People like to read that, so I'll give it to them. So if you do have the time to go and read it and leave a comment, I would greatly appreciate it. And
I will do it.
and this has nothing to do with the search engine optimization or anything like that, but I also would appreciate it if you could do a quick evaluation of my blog. So I'll put these evaluation forms right here, right? If you want to, if you find time, please go to the blog. I wrote the URL up here. And just have a quick look, and this will help me to improve it. It's front and in the back. I want more in the back. Like, these are really the things, you know, what do you like and what do you think can I improve with a blog like that? All right, thank you very much. These were my longest 2 minutes in my life.